5, Eagles 63, Thrashers at 62, and the Quakers getting into the playoff spot here with 46. You know, besides the Quakers, I mean the guys above them was just like a 1 point difference. Should make for some interesting games here tonight. And I'm just gonna pull up some of the leaders here at the end of the season. Just posted also on the Discord earlier today. We had the awards. If you guys did not see that, you could check those out. They announced all the awards, the winners on that as well. You guys could check that out on the Discord. And then here's the basically the playoff matchups. So we got the Seals against the Quakers, number 1 against 8. Mighty Ducks against the Whalers, number 4 against 5. The Rockies, number 2 against the number 7 Thrashers. And number 3 Battalion go up against the number 6 Eagles. I'm trying to grab all the streams on here. As of right now, looks like I have 3. I have the 3. We have the Eagles series. Looks like the Seal series is going to start up already. And I have the Ducks series. The only one I'm missing is the Rockies versus Thrashers. If anybody on the Rockies or Thrashers can stream or could put a stream up, please let me know or let Droid know on here or post it on the Discord or in the chat here, and I'll pull that up. That's the only one actually that we're missing. We're hoping to get all 4 every game, but if we can't, we do have these 3 though. And looks like the Seals one is gonna be kicking off on here.
Okay. It is definitely interesting what these playoffs have gone, how playoffs have gone in the past with the GCHL. You know, as the Golden Seals are currently the reigning champions, but could they go through here and go for another run? Do you think so?
We'll see. I mean, they are the number 1 ranked team. I mean, on here, but you know this Quakers team has been making some noise. They got into the playoffs here. As I say that they take the early penalty here, not even like 30 seconds into this game. But what do you think? You think the Quakers got any shot on here, or you think this is gonna be 4 and out done? Seals are gonna ride right over them, man. What do you think?
I think that maybe the Quakers could win 1 or 2 games, at least first game 6. But if they do not play good in these first 2 games, there's probably gonna be absolutely no hope for them to make it to past game 4.
And there we go right away, early goal, and it's the Seals. It's a power play goal. There was an initial save made, but then the rebound came, and the Seals right on the board here. Not even 2 minutes into this game. Getting the early goal. And it looks like
it seems like that Ducks Whalers game is going to start up here in very shortly.
And the goal on that was Seedless Dank with the opening goal for the Seals. But it looks like they're not done yet. It's back to back. Here they come again. And 2-0 right off the board. I think that one was Big Koopy. Koopy Poopy. Yes, it was, unassisted. So Seals take a very early 2-0 lead against the number 8 Quakers. And the way it's looking right now, it might be a quick series here. What do you think needs to happen here? What do the Quakers need to do to make this a competitive series to possibly pull any type of upset?
Well, they do need to play very aggressive. This Golden Seals team will get up in your face and pass pucks by you like it's nothing. The Quakers need to throw aggression out and get some quick goals, gets the momentum in order to make this a good competitive series.
Okay. I mean, I think definitely got to be more better defensively on here. I don't think you're winning a shootout against the Seals. I mean, Seals have so much weapons on that team. You got to find a way to slow this team down. And it starts also. We saw on the show last week how Clamps kept the team in it. I think he's got to have a monster game. And I got to agree with you. I think they may steal a game or 2 on here, but I don't think I think it would take a miracle for them to pull the upset here against the Seals. I just don't see the number 1 team going out that early.
It has happened before, but with the Golden Seals and how much the chemistry is developed in that team versus the chemistry that the Quakers have, the Golden Seals have the upper hand, and I feel like they are going to take this series, whether it takes 4, 5, or 6. but I highly doubt it's going to go to 7.
And right now we have the Ducks series against the Whalers. A lot of green on that screen. That one just kicked off on there, 0-0. And so is the Eagles game against the Battalion. That should be a great series. Listen, this Eagles team may be ranked, was it 6th? Well, Caulfield posted it as number 7 on the video promo, but I believe it's 6. But I think it's a lot closer. It's going to be a lot closer series on there. I think they could really match up well against the Battalion team. But here, round 1, I think the best game, the series to watch is the one on the bottom of your screen, the Whalers and Ducks. I don't think there's a more evenly matched game than that right there.
Definitely, as the Ducks did have a little bit of struggle in that, as you saw in that stream last week. They did have a little bit of struggle, but they did fight back and beat the Whalers that night too. But if they bring that same energy they brought last week, they can definitely take this series without any trouble.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point you made. That is
And I
correct.
think I have some good news for you, Hollywood.
Do we got the Rockies? Tell me we got the Rockies, man.
I just DM'd Engvall. I told him to keep me up to date, and he says I'm about to post the link.
Okay, awesome, awesome. As soon as that comes up, we'll get that. That means we'll get all 4, and that's what we want to do. We want to bring every game, every game, every round right here to you guys live. So you don't have to get the updates or the scores by messaging somebody or going to an Xbox party. You'll see it right here as it happens, and we'll call the goals. Right now, Seals still hold the 2-0 lead. Final seconds of the first period. If you're just tuning in, 2 early goals by the Seals. One off the power play, and then another one right after that. And it looks like they just scored again in the final seconds of the first period. And that might be Koopy Poopy again. It is his second goal. Mullet with the assist on that. And it's 3-0 Seals early on here. Deadlock on the other two, 0-0. I just want to give a quick shout out here in the chat. Habs fan out there, let's go Quake Show. The only true dark horse on here. I mean, listen, as far as point wise,
And
yes,
we have it.
we do.
Thrashers Rockies game has been posted.
All right, let me grab that from the Discord on here.
End of the first period over there, California versus Philadelphia.
Wait, where did he put the link?
California has
You
the
put
lead.
it in the streams
Pretty much
link?
expected. Yeah, stream dot stash links.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I didn't have his. Okay. All right, so let me get that.
Nothing seals after the first period. Hollywood, do you think the Quakers could possibly get a few goals in the second period?
Well, with only one shot in that first period, things are definitely not looking good for the Quakers. They're definitely going to need to put a lot more shots than that right now. Tough start. They played well later on, but just had a rough start, that early penalty taken. But 33 seconds time attack, one shot on that. I don't think you're going to score much goals there, Droid. All right, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab that stream right now. Get the 4-1, which is the Rockies.
1 minute remaining in the Whalers Ducks game. Still scoreless. And the Eagles will go on to power play with 4:38 remaining over in that game as the second period starts for the Quakers and the Seals. And it seems like the Seals will score, making 4-0 on that one. And the Eagles will score on the power play, 1-0
So
over there.
we got our first goal, and that's Doherty with the power play goal for St. Louis. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the first, unassisted as well. Okay, I do have the Thrashers, and you know what? We didn't miss anything because it looks like they're in the dressing room on there. So I'm gonna grab that.
Yep.
I apologize if there might be a.
And the battalion will get one back. It's tied at 1. Mackey assisted with the assist by who is it? Gary. Chenny, whatever. I can't really read because I have bad eyesight, so don't believe me. And the Seals get another one. 5-0.
Wow. I mean,
My goodness. Cheller.
they're really walking away with that one right now. And I do got the fourth
Assist
one.
by Hogan
Right,
and
good.
Sawyer.
And I told you, watch out for this Eagles team, man. I mean,
Yeah, speaking of, they get a 2-1 lead.
with 33.7 seconds to go. What a huge goal there. Mars with the goal.
Mars. That would be Mint Mars gets the goal for the Eagles to make it 2-1.
And that's huge. Big D with the assist there, and Doherty with the assist. He's got 2 points in that game for the Eagles. As they take a 2-1
And it seems
lead.
like the Golden Seals are going to go on the power play. 2-1 Eagles also over there after the first.
And a great showing by Doherty. 2 points
Mikey, his
early
name is
on.
just Oh, I'm sorry, Nikki.
Okay, so that's the guy who's bringing us the stream. Okay. Yeah, I think he uses the Caulfield player name for the for
He's
Mars.
Caulfield. I just remembered that.
Yeah. Okay, so shout out there. That's Huncho Mikey, right? The guy who's bringing the stream there for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's Mikey.
And shout out to him. The guy streams like every game. He's awesome, man. He's he makes the show possible.
Mikey's generally a cool dude to hang out with.
Nah, he's awesome, man. He's always in that Discord thing. It's always streaming like 24/7. So we love it. We love it here as we bring you guys this live.
And we got our first goal over there. 1-0 for the Whalers.
So the Whalers getting on the board. Okay.
Get it 1-0.
Are they reviewing it? No, it's gonna stand.
And the Quakers kill off their first power play of the series. Well, technically the second, but they get their first penalty kill.
And that was Jake Buff with the goal there for the Whalers. Heisman with the
Jakey
assist on that, and Trocity with the secondary assist. 1-0 Whalers here in the second. Only goal thus far. The Eagles.
I have a question. Could we possibly see a forfeit over there in the bottom right?
The Thrashers against the Rockets. Thrashers are ready to go. And there's no excuse here tonight. There was no 8:15 game. 9 p.m. Guys should have been ready to go.
The Quakers get on the board, ruining that shutout for the Golden Seals.
So there goes the shutout. I mean, some kind of momentum. That's what you need. Get some goals going on here.
As I said earlier, get that momentum, get a few goals back, and maybe even get back in this game.
And that was Mullen with
the goal. Playoffs. There is no excuse for laziness.
That's Mullen with the goal. Hoagie with the assist on that goal for the Quakers. Still a lot of time there.
Will play.
I know they're down 4. I mean, still a lot of time. Still the second period. If they could possibly tack on another one here this period, make some things happen. Quakers have done it before, but
and the 5-on-3 for the Whalers over there.
Yeah, that's a great spot for them to try to extend this lead. Right now, the Ducks not getting much production at all. 0. Held to a shutout.
And the Quakers get a second. This is looking good for them.
And Mullen again.
Interrupt you there, but it seems like there's 2 goals on the screen. It's going to be Quakers getting it to 5-2, and the Whalers making it 2-0 now off the power play.
So that was Mullen that scored that second goal. And over here, Heisman on a power play goal on that 5-on-3. They still have a 5-on-4. One-man advantage here with 11 minutes to go in the second period. And did they just score again? 2 big power play
That would
goals.
Be correct.
So how costly were those penalties?
3-0. And the Eagles will score.
Well, that's huge there for the Whalers to take a 3-0 lead. Looks like the Ducks may have called a timeout.
Thrashers Rockies is starting as it is, and I'm interested. I'm actually genuinely interested to see how that Rockies Thrasher series is gonna go. The
What is
Thrashers didn't have a nice end to the season, taking a loss to the number one Golden Seals. But I have a feeling that if the Thrashers can beat the Rockies, they have a chance to go all the way. Might not, maybe not win, but at least get to the finals.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? That was Heisman for the Whalers. So back-to-back goals for him. He's got two. So they take a 3-0 lead. And
But we started prediction over here, Hollywood.
we could do some prediction and polls. I just want to give one more shout out
Oh,
there for Doherty on the Eagles. He's got a great start. That was his second goal for the Eagles. He's got actually 3 points already on all 3 goals scored by the Eagles as they lead 3-1
and
over Battalion.
Quakers will be taking a power play for the first time this series. And Rockies are on the power play, also there in the bottom right.
Now I don't know if that penalty had to be taken, maybe because of the delayed start there for the Rockies, possibly. Um,
It is 16 minutes in, so I highly doubt that.
okay. So what would you have on the would you have an idea on the prediction?
Will Heisman get a hat trick tonight?
Ooh, okay, okay, we could do that. We could do that. He's got 2 already for the
If I'm pretty
Whalers.
sure, did we see another goal over there?
For which one?
Golden Seals game. Is it now 6-2?
No, I think it's still 5.
Ducks going on the power play against the Whalers. If the Ducks can get one, that's a little momentum booster. But if they want to really get back in this game, they need to play some good defense and also play
Oh,
good
they
offense.
did. You're right, man. You're right. They did score. Wow. Okay.
Wow, and we missed it.
They did score. So that must have
The
been like,
Whalers scored shorthanded.
and that was the final seconds, and that hurts because just when the Quakers, were rallying back on there, made it a 3-goal game. They had the power play.
Was
chance.
that Heisman? Was that Heisman? That is the question.
Oh, it is. Wow. So he scores on here. That is Heisman 4-0 for the Whalers. Okay. You know what?
And the hat trick too.
I'm gonna put. I'll keep that poll wager on there. If you're tuning into the show, it'll be free points on there. We'll do it, no doubt. But man,
And the Ducks will score on the power play.
so they get to break the shutout here. That's Cuzzy with the goal, Uncle Swag with the assist, and gets the Ducks finally on the board here. But they're down 3, down in the big hole here. Wilksey with the secondary assist on that goal. 4-1 Whalers. Still 3-1
As
over
I
there.
said,
Eagles leading Battalion 3-1 with about a minute and a half to go in the second period of play. Go ahead, Droid.
As I said, your defense is only really as good as your offense. So if this defense can play well for the Ducks, they can make a comeback in this. They can make a 3-goal comeback in this game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Plenty of time there. Right now, Thrashers and Rockies 0-0 at a deadlock over there. Coming up to the 5-minute mark of the first period. But man, right now, I mean, the teams that I'm impressed here, the Eagles and the Whalers coming out here, game number 1, looking real good.
Yep.
In game number
As
1 here.
that will be the end of the second over there in the top left, and it's almost the end of the second over there in the bottom left.
Yeah, I should do it there too. So, big third period coming up for both of the teams there. Right now, Eagles holding a 2-goal lead over Battalion, 3-1. And on the bottom screen there,
And a 3-goal lead over there.
right, 4-1.
For
And a big part of
The
that guy right
Whalers
there.
and the Ducks.
Big part of the guy right there, Heisman, with a hat trick already for the Whalers in just after 2 periods.
And as I said, that Thrasher series and Rocky series was it's going to be very interesting. I say that, and it's currently 0-0, and it's almost the end of the first.
And that's the type of game the Thrashers want. You want this grinding type of game. I think it kind of favors the Thrashers. if they keep it like this on here, keep the Rockies off the board, make it a low scoring game, they could definitely pull out a game or two here tonight.
The Quakers will score, by the way, on the power play, I think.
But how good has the
And
Whalers?
it's now 6-3. It's only a 3-goal game over there.
And how big was that goal late in that period? If had the Seals not scored that late goal, it'd be a 2-goal game right now for the Quakers. But I think they just went down too much. They've been playing a lot better here as the game has progressed. But off to a huge, the awful start, 2-0 right off the back, and then Seals got another goal after that. That whole first period was just not a good start for the Quakers, but they're playing a lot better. I'll tell you that they're definitely playing a lot better here.
And I can say that the Quakers do have a very good third period game. They always play aggressive. They play the advantages that they get, but sometimes you can't really get those chances. And definitely Clamps is also a huge factor in that, as the Golden Seals will make it 7-3.
Yeah,
Um, but as I said, Clamps is a very good goaltender for the Quakers, and sometimes your defense can't really stop anything, and it does cost you. But the Quakers seem to be adapting very nicely to the Golden Seals.
yeah. I mean, just when the Quakers been scoring, Seals have found an answer to respond every time, and here they do again. And that was a big Koopy Poopy with the goal there. That's a hat trick for him. He's got three. Violent Fury with the assist on that goal, and 7-3 Seals.
And the Battalion will score over there. I believe that is now a 1-goal game.
So we got a good one here. Mackey getting the goal. He's got both of the goals there for the Battalion. They only trail one now.
The start of the second for that Rockies Thrashers game. Let's see what happened there. See if there's a goal, or will it stay scoreless? Who knows?
Who do you think gets the first goal in that game?
I'd say the Rockies. It seems like over there, Childish is playing a little bit too cocky. As 2 goals on the screen at the same time, the Whalers and the Seals.
Wow, and that was Jake Buff again scoring for the Whalers. That makes it 5-1. Big Poopy. What a good start here for him. That's his 4th goal. He's got half of the Seals goals here as they lead 8-3.
5-goal lead. And the Battalion tie it. The captain makes it 3-3. This is a good game.
And what a big third period. Mackey has stepped it up here for the Battalion. Has made this into a game
A
here.
hat trick.
It's a game here where they trailed 3-1 at the start of the third period. And now it's dead even, 3-3.
It is very interesting to see how Mackey has definitely played for this team, and especially being the hero so far for the Battalion. I think if their game-winning goal were to go to any Battalion player, I'd say it'd go to Mackey.
A lot of guys stepping up here, getting hat tricks here in the early games here, the first games of this best of 7 series. 3-3.
Seems like the Rockies will go on the power play. So that might be a chance that will be the cause of the first goal of that series.
You know what? I'm gonna put a wager on here. Let's do a pick 'em. Who wins? Eagles or Battalion? 10. Eagles or Battalion?
This one I actually will not bet on because it's a very two-sided game. There's no telling what could happen.
I mean, Eagles got to that great start, but Mackey has definitely got the momentum going there for Battalion here in the third period as they scored 2. 3-3.
The Whalers are indeed hopping on the power play. I think the Ducks need to, get back in the zone. They're taking way too many penalties, and it's definitely costed them multiple times that game.
Wow,
and the Battalion make it 4-3.
That's 3 consecutive goals here scored by Battalion, and that's Spitz with the goal, who gives the Battalion the lead here for the first time in this game. They lead 4-3. Time winding down, coming up to the 5-minute mark of the third period.
42 seconds remaining in that third period for that Golden Seals Quakers game.
Yeah, that one's a
And the
wrap.
Quakers just took a costly penalty very late in the game. They're down 8-3, so that can cost a very bad. That could be very bad for the team's morale, and the momentum can basically be ripped to shreds by just one penalty very late.
Yeah, Android, I mentioned earlier on there, you're not going to win a shootout here against the Seals. They just got too much firepower on that offensive side, and you're seeing it right now. 8 goals scored by the Seals. You've got to keep them lower. They got to play much better defensively. Quakers are getting on the board. They scored the goals they needed, but when you give up that much goals, you're not going to win against the Seals. And a couple costly penalties as well here in game one. And it looks like the Seals will be closing out game number 1 here of this best of 7. So they'll take a early 1-0 lead over the number 8 Quakers. Battalion looking to try to hold this lead here. Final seconds of the third period. Just moments ago, huge goal there scored by the Battalion. Spitz giving them the lead. 30 seconds remains. Can the Eagles try to tie this game up, or will Battalion hold the lead here after they rallied, being down 3-1 in this game?
I mean, the Eagles are a very good team, especially with Mint and Mikey both being exceptionally good players and managers. But I think the Battalion just have more firepower than the Eagles, personally.
Well, look at the stats. That's pretty even. Shots on net, 15-14. Both teams
That
one
hit
for
count
one.
is lopsided.
Yeah, the hit count and also the face-offs, 18-7. That definitely helping out the Battalion. You get the face-offs, you're more than doubling, almost tripling the number of face-offs, and that gives you more of the puck control. The puck possession on there, and huge third period.
Waiting second to the third for that 5-1 game over there. And it seems like the Whalers will close that one out, taking the 1-0 series lead over the Mighty Ducks.
And very impressive game 1 by the Whalers, who I feel should be ranked a lot higher than they are on the rankings. They had some tough losses there towards the end of the season, but I think this team is a lot better than, they're ranked 5 or 4. I see them more as a 2 or 3.
And that one goal game for the Battalion and the Eagles has ended. Spitz scoring the game winner for the Battalion, making an insane comeback.
All right, so let me
late in that game.
Let me clear that wager. We're still waiting on. You know what? I'm gonna put another wager on here. Let me just clear this one. And a lot of people took the Eagles. Okay, Battalion ended up winning that. I'm gonna put. We still don't have a goal here in this one, so let me just do a quick prediction. Who scores first? Let's do that. In the
I did say the Rockies, but it seems like Childish is really playing well in that for the Thrashers.
Yes, he is. Yes,
especially
and he's the one
that's saves, and if the offense can step up, they can get that 1-goal momentum.
And he's the guy that's bringing us the stream on here. Final seconds of the second period. 0-0. Wager on the board right now. Who scores first here? Not who wins the game, but who scores? Who gets on the board here first? Thrashers or the Rockies? As you see some of the stat categories there. Thrashers more in the time attack, but Rockies with more shots on that, 8-5. Look at those final stats. Big Poopy, man. 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points on there for the Seals in that opening game. Same thing with Heisman. Heisman had 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points. Jake Buff with 5 points. He had a point on every goal for the Whalers. 2 goals, 3 assists for big Jake Buff over there on the Whalers. If you guys just tuning in, just want to give you a score update. Eagles and Battalion rally back in the third, scoring 3 goals to win it. 4-3 is the final in that. Spitz with the game
Very
winner.
odd choice by the Thrashers to pull their goalie in the second period, not even down by a goal.
Well, I think it was final seconds. You know what? It was final seconds of the period, so they just pulled him. That's what it was. But right there, the man in net for the Thrashers doing a great job. He's perfect so far against this number 2 Rockies team. He's holding them
Can't
scoreless.
ignore the Rockies goaltender either.
I agree. I
He's been
agree.
playing exceptionally well even though he's only had 5 shots face, he stopped them all, and his defense is playing very well, stopping a lot of chances that could have absolutely gone through.
I mean, Rockies had a few chances on there that I saw in that offensive zone. They did have two power play chances as well. We're not able to capitalize on either one. We'll see what happens for period number 3. I don't know if we got a. It looks like we got a lost connection on that one, so they're gonna need to restart that one. Just need.
But what side is it on? Who lagged out? That is the
Ooh,
question.
good question. Good question.
Because whoever lagged out will be given a penalty, and that can be taken advantage of, definitely.
Ooh. Well, Rockies are 0 for 2 on there. Thrasher,
It
but
seems
they
like the
haven't.
Thrashers are all full. I think the Rockies might have lagged out.
Okay, okay. So if they get the power, they haven't. Rockies haven't taken a penalty here in this game yet. So this will be the Thrashers' first power play if that is the case on here, and that'll be huge in a game like this where it's 0-0 to be given the power play. That is big. That is big. We'll see if the Thrashers, trying to pull an upset here in game number 1. They're in a dogfight here with the Rockies. 0-0 game. If you're just tuning in, Seals taking game 1 over the Quakers. Whalers as well. Dominant game there against the Ducks. They take the early 1-0 lead. And so do the Battalion. Up 1-0 after they come from behind win. 4-3 was the final there. We got Geezer in the chat getting in the backpack. Oh man, he's mentioning of the Battalion team. Yeah, I mean, listen, that was huge. That was a huge comeback. First with the hat trick, scored there by the Battalion. And then Spitz getting the game winner, 4-3. So, and that's a tough loss there for the Eagles. You're the number 6 ranked team coming into this. You had the game. You had a 2-goal lead in that third period, and that kind of loss kind of takes it out of you. And we'll see if it has taken the entire wind out of the Eagles, or if they are able to bounce back here in game number 2.
But can we just appreciate the people who are bringing the streams for us? Because without these people streaming these games, we wouldn't even have this.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and I appreciate it here that we got all 4, and this is what we want to see. We want to see all 4 games on here throughout the entire playoffs. Me and Droid will be here, bringing you guys the play-by-play, commentary here, the dual commentary, and we would want to get all the games. So without that, there wouldn't be a show. And I appreciate the Thrashers, the goaltender there, stepping up, giving us the stream because we did not have one for that game. We got for the Eagles on there, Mike bringing us the stream there, always streaming out there. Shout out to him.
Seems like the Thrashers goaltenders decided to join us.
Who got here? Who got in the chat?
Lit up.
What's going on, brother? How
You're
are you?
You're doing good. You're doing good in that, Engvall. Keep it up, buddy.
You're lit up.
So what happened? There was a lag out on the other side, or what?
Yeah.
Okay. So there'll be a power play to begin period number 3 for you guys.
No.
No.
That was game 1.
Okay.
Going into game 2.
Wait a second. So so you brought the stream in late or something? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I brought it in during the second period.
So it was okay. So it was already 1-0. Okay, we apologize for that. Thanks for the update. So Rockies won that one, 1-0. But man, I mean, you're standing on your head over there, kicking off 2 power plays. We thought you had a shutout going in there, but okay. Both you guys, both goaltenders on that side there. Okay, I gotta clear that bet, that prediction. Prediction off on there. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna delete that. I'm gonna give everybody's points back on that. But Droid, man, some good action here so far. Start the best of 7 round 1 here. Game 2 underway there between the Ducks and the Whalers. Whalers taking game number 1. Huge game there by Heisman. And then Seals still in the dressing room waiting for game number 2. They're up 1-0. And then over here, I guess, okay, so it's Rockies with the 1-0 lead so far. But what are you seeing out there, man, in that Rockies game? What do they got to do to get on the board for the Thrashers?
I don't really know at this point. It was very confusing because I didn't even know that you started streaming in the second period, so it was very confusing.
To see the first one, I agree.
But
I agree on there. Okay, so that's why. So they just backed out. There was no lag out. They just backed out from that, and it was 1-0. Okay. So that's the updates. So game 2 right now underway. But this Ducks team's definitely got to turn things around. It was pretty much all Whalers in that first game. Coming out there with a bang in the first. Jake Buff had a tremendous performance for the Whalers. So did Heisman. Ducks need to slow these guys down here in game 2. But also, they only were able to put up 1 goal against this Whalers team. And I don't think that's going to get you the win.
I do think that if the Mighty Ducks can get a very quick goal against this Whalers team, they can carry that momentum and score even more and get the game 2 win, tie this series up.
I thought this one was going to be the series to watch. I thought this was going to be possibly the best series here in round number 1. But after game 1, I don't know, man. I mean, that Whalers team looked really good. Really impressed with their performance here in game 1. We'll see what happens. Each game is different. So we'll see if the Ducks are able to rebound here in game 2. Because you don't want to go down 2-0 in the series.
Definitely. Going down 2-0 in the series can be a very big momentum killer. But if the Ducks can get that 1-goal lead very early in the first, they can carry that, as I said, they can carry that to get the game 2 win and not have to ride a 0-2, that being down 0-2 in that series.
Absolutely. I just want to remind everyone also, me and Droid are here in the booth, which is right on the Discord, right in there on the commentary section, the audio channel. So anybody that throughout the broadcast wants to hop in, any shout out or post game or between the games on here, you're welcome to join in. Looks like the other 2 are going to be starting off. Everybody's ready on there, so those should be kicking off here for game number 2. Very important, game 2. We'll play 2 here tonight, and then Thursday night will be game 3 and game 4.
And the Ducks get on the board.
And that's what you said. That's what they needed. And here they go at the 9-minute mark of the first period. And that's Kuzi with the goal.
Not necessarily early, but it's mid to early of the first period. Still counts. It's the 1-goal lead for the Mighty Ducks. If they can ride that, play good defense, play that good offense, they can definitely take this game and even take the series.
Now, how do you pronounce the guy's name? Is it Kuzi or is it Kuzi?
Kuzi. Like
Okay. He's actually the one that's bringing us the stream.
Like Kuznetsov type stuff.
That makes sense. All right. So he's actually the guy that's bringing us the stream there for the Ducks, both games here tonight. So shout out to him.
That Quakers Seals game is going to start here right now, and it seems like there is a penalty. The battalion will go on the power play against the Eagles.
Wow.
And the Whalers answer back. It's now 1-1.
Yeah, the Ducks lead did not last long at all. That was right away answered. That's McTricky with the goal there for the Whalers. 1-1 at the 4-minute mark left in the first period of that game. Yeah, Battalion's going in the box here early. And remember, game one, Eagles got off to that good start here. But then we're not able to finish, though. We're not able to finish the game at the end there. Battalion rallied back. But here, game two, they find themselves, again, down a man here. Good chance for the Eagles to get that early goal.
As most people know, you do not want to take those costly penalties, especially being down in the series already, or even up in the series. But you cannot take those costly penalties.
Well, we saw what happened there in the Seals and Quakers. When Quakers took that penalty like right off the face-off, it led to a Seals goal right away, and then they scored actually two back-to-back. And after that, it just seemed that Quakers were just down. They got some goals on the board, but they were just down in that game like early on, and it was hard for them to try to bounce back.
Indeed. In the Battalion Eagles series, I could definitely tell that is actually going to be more of the series to watch compared to like the Whalers Ducks series, the Thrashers Rockies series, or the Quakers Golden Seals series. That game one tells you that's going to be a good series, and no goal called over there on the Battalion shot that went in the net. Apparently, there's a no goal call.
Okay, all right, so that one's taken off.
But it will count. It will stand.
So Battalion able to score here. That's Whips with the goal, giving them the early 1-0 lead. The Ducks and Whalers go into the dressing room there. It's a 1-1 game. So much different game here so far here in game two. And this is what I expected here in this series. Ranked number 4 against number 5. 1-1 at the end of the first. And like I said, the Ducks do not want to go down 2 in this game, in this type of series here against the Whalers. Rockies and Thrashers should be loading up shortly. Those guys are being rated up. Remember, it's a 1-0 Rockies. They took game 1. 1-0 was the final. I don't know who got the game winner, who scored on that. The stream did come in a bit late on that. Shout out to the people in the chat. A lot of people here tuning in, man. We appreciate the support here. A lot of live listeners out there. Appreciate it. Shout out to Sammy on there.
Golden Seals getting the first goal over there in that series.
Stating that the Battalion would sweep here. I don't know about that, but we'll see. I mean, right now, off to a good start, 1-0, and they lead the series. Make that 2.
I like Sammy's reaction. Robbed, not robbed. And the Battalion score again, 2-0.
That's
They're running away with this game. It'll be I believe that is Mackey.
Yeah, that's
Mackey.
That goal. Geezer with the assist on that, and it was Whips with the assist. He's got 2 points in this game, and
Mackey also has 2 points, 1 goal, 1 assist.
So the Battalion team picking up right where they left off game 1. That huge third period goals, and they bring it here in game 2. It just seems this Eagles team after that third period has fell apart.
Ducks have scored, taking a 1-goal lead in that second period. So 2-1.
Back on top over there. That's Uncle Swag with the goal for the Ducks, giving the lead again. Let's see if they're able to keep this lead this time. No, they won't. There goes the lead again.
No, they will not. So it did not last very long as that lead has been cut to 0.
So now that's
2-2.
Twice the Ducks have led in this game. Whalers respond right back. And that's Jake Buff with the goal. McTricky with the assist. 2-2. And man, this Thrashers and Rockies series so far, only 1 goal here tonight.
Compared to all the Battalion score a third. And that will be, who is it? We will never know because the Eagles will seem to take a timeout here.
Rightfully so, because right now things are getting ugly here for the Eagles as the Battalion have broken out here just as game 1, how they finished. They start this one off with a 3-0 lead. Look at that, 3 goals on 8 shots. Not looking good here for the Eagles as the bleeding continues here. And that's Spitz with the goal, Whips with the assist. Spitz was the guy who got that game winner, game 1. Big goal here to give the Battalion a 3-0 lead right now. Seals got on the board, so they're up 1-0 against the Quakers. Final seconds of that one in the first period. But a much closer
This
game
is
than game one.
definitely. I'm definitely seeing a different energy coming from the Quakers at this moment, as they only allowed one goal this so far this game, so
Well,
they're definitely playing better than that first game.
Well, the Quakers also have a different lineup here in this game. I did notice that in the Discord that they switch it up a bit here for game two.
And the Ducks will score, but will it last longer than 10 seconds?
Oh man, and that's
That is
Uncle
the real
Swag.
question.
Swag again. That's his second goal of the game there for the Ducks. He's got 2. The Ducks lead at 3-2. So back and forth game in that one,
And the Rockies will score the second goal of this series. It's been, as I said, that the Thrashers Rockies game series is definitely going to be one to watch. As I can tell so far, it's only been 2 goals.
And that was Frisch Mania with the goal there for the Rockies. Gives them the 1-0 lead with just coming up to the 9-minute mark of the first period. I'm sorry, Droid, you kind of cut in and out over there.
Yeah, I had a little bit of internet issue, but it seems like the Ducks will go on the power play over there.
And this is huge if they could get a
almost
goal here. Try to
with
extend this to a 2-goal lead, with the power play. Minute 15 seconds remains on the man advantage. If they could tack on another goal because they need it. It's a game here where the Whalers have responded on every goal. So if they could put themselves up by 2, that'd be big for a game like that.
In the waning seconds of the first period for that Battalion, and the Eagles get on the board. 3-1. The waning seconds of the first period. Am I smelling some deja vu?
22 seconds left. The Eagles get on the board.
Mikey getting the goal.
That was Mikey, the guy bringing us the stream on here. Uncho Mikey with the goal.
Lucky shot, says Sammy Dunks. And 2-0 lead over there in that Seals Quakers game.
But they needed that goal for the Eagles because this Battalion team looked like they were gonna just walk away with this one. But Eagles making this a 2-goal game. Still a lot of hockey left. That's just the first period. So we got 2 more periods to go. We'll see what happens.
It seems like the Whalers will go on a power play over here. That could cost the Ducks, as they are only up 1-0 and couldn't capitalize on that power play over there.
Yeah, great PK job done by the Whalers. Now go on the power play, who have came back twice in this game. On here, can they tie this game up again?
That's the question.
Seals extended their lead. They're up 2-0 over there against the Quakers in the second period. Just coming up to the 15-minute mark of the second. Rockies still holding the 1-0 lead. Remember, it was 1-0 was the final in the first game.
Of that last game.
Will it take only one here?
And that will be another goal for that Golden Seals team. 3-0. They're starting to run away with this game.
Yeah, the number 1 Seals definitely looking like the number 1 team here tonight. That's a huge goal. That puts them up by 3. And for the
a very costly penalty has been taken, by the way. It's a 5-on-3 for the Whalers.
That was a Violent Fury with the goal there for the Seals, making it 3-0. I just want to thank everybody tuning in here tonight for this broadcast. Best of 7 here, season number 5 playoffs. And me and Droid will be here every night, every round. As long as the stream's provided, we're hoping to get every game, every moment, every period here on the stream here. And thank everybody, providing us this quad stream for the show. Otherwise, there would be no show. So thank you on that. This is game 2 here. Remember, Whalers looked real good in that game 1, but here the Ducks leading it 3-2 at the end of 2, heading out to the third period. So big third period coming up in that game. Look at that, they're out shooting their opponents. Time attack as well in favor of the Whalers, but it's the Ducks with the 1-goal lead.
Also, that Thrashers game has the first period has just ended with a 1-0 lead for the Rockies. What do you think the Thrashers have to do right to get back in this game?
Well, Ani, I mean, listen, you got to get on the board. I mean, now it's been what 4 consecutive periods without a goal. So and that happens. You're not winning no games without any goals. No matter how great their goaltender is playing, which he is on here in both of the games that we've seen. But Thrashers got to find a way to break this shutout, break this momentum. Because if you go 2 games, not only lose both games but get shut out in both of the games, that's not a good sight. So what if they? I mean, if they gotta throw a Omaha play out there, if they gotta pinch a bit up front, I mean, listen, your goalie's playing great out there. I know. I mean, possibly maybe take some risk, but take some chances here. I mean, you're down. You got to get a goal to tie this game up.
That is correct, and you can't always rely on your goaltender. I can say this as a goaltender myself. You can't always rely. You can't always rely on your defense. And defense can't always rely on you. But sometimes you gotta. But you always have to work together with your defense to make sure less goals go through. And I say that as the Seals get on the Seals again with another goal unassisted, Hogan.
And this man's been
But
tearing
again,
it
what I
up.
was
That's big
what
poopy, man, over there for the Seals. He's having a tremendous night for the Seals. 4-0 here. Game one, they scored 8 goals. Here in this game, they already got 4. Yeah, 17 shots on that by the Seals. Wow.
get back to what I was saying. With the defense, you always got to play good. You have to always play like anything, like everything could go in for a goal. You have to play with that type of mentality. But as a goalie, you have to save every single shot. It doesn't matter if it bounces, if it just trickles a little bit. You still have to stop that puck. There are no excuses. And that is definitely a mentality you have to have in the playoffs too. Stop every puck, even make those last ditch efforts to get back in the game. And
Yeah,
I think that's what the Thrashers can do.
but listen, I'm not saying the Thrashers are playing bad here tonight. I mean, listen, they're the number seventh ranked team. They're playing against the number 2 ranked Rockies on here, and they're I mean they're in a position here to win a game. 1 goal game is nothing. That's what you want.
Oh
But
my God.
unfortunately, you got to score something, man. You got to get a goal here. And speak about goals, here come the Eagles, 2 goals
And
back
the
to back,
Whalers, both.
and have tied this game up. We saw game
As I
one
said,
where the
am
battalion
I smelling deja vu?
where the battalion team ended up coming back. Here we now have the Eagles coming back in this game, and on top of that, they're gonna get a power play chance here for 2 minutes. Trip and
But
call.
but the Whalers also tied up against the Ducks, which that can really break the Ducks' momentum that they've had throughout this entire game, having a 1-goal lead.
And
And they at least held that lead for longer than 10 seconds. I can say that happily.
absolutely.
But as the Ducks will get on the power play, the Rockies too.
That's a
If
costly
the Ducks
penalty
get
there.
get that momentum going and keep it going here, they can definitely win this game and tie the series up.
For the Eagles, it's huge because that was Mackey who took that penalty, that trip and call. So you got him in the box there for 2 minutes. There's a good chance here for the Eagles to try to take this lead as they just came back. Remember, it was 3-0 in this game. They were down 3-0 in this game, have now tied this game up. Definitely the momentum
3-1,
has to
correction,
be.
3-1 after the first.
But I thought they were down 3-0 in the to start.
No, they scored. No, remember, Mikey scored late in that
Yeah,
first
yeah,
period.
yeah, yeah. No, they scored. But I'm saying it was 3-0 in that first period. So yes, Mikey did score, make it a 3-1 game late in the first, and then they got the 2 goals here to tie it. But like I said, huge chance here on the power play. Actually, it's going to be a 5-on-3 for 33 seconds. So another penalty taken by Battalion will cost them.
It seems like the fans over there in the chat are not happy with how the Battalion have been playing this game, especially taking very penalties that could very much cost them this game.
Ooh, Got a breakaway chance. No, he's offsides. But just as you know, yes, the chat has definitely gotten a bit quieter in regards to that on there. It's 3-3. But a lot of time still left. We're still in the second period. And remember, game one, Battalions came out with a huge third period. If they do again here in game two, it's going to be all she wrote for the Eagles.
Make that 3 goals in that series, total in that series for that Rockies Thrashers game. 2-0 lead for the Rockies. Both goaltenders are definitely playing exceptionally well, but I think Mathers or whoever the goalie is for the Rockies is just playing genuinely better than Childish right now as the Thrashers score.
And that's what they
2 to
needed.
1.
So after Stutzel, the guy who's been leading the leaderboards there, scored that second goal for the Rockies. Here come the Thrashers finally getting on the board here, breaking that shutout. So possibly, try to get some momentum here. Still only a 1-goal game here between the Thrashers and the number 2 Rockies in this game. That made things a lot interesting here.
And the Eagles will score 4-3.
And what
Have a comeback. But there's still a chance that Battalion can win this. There's still an entire period of hockey left.
Oh my God! Did that just happen? Oh man!
Battalion score.
Did you see that goal though?
4.
I mean, the puck came on the net there, and the goaltender needed to either jump on that puck or get it the hell out of there. He's not able to do so. It's poked in, and that's gonna hurt because just as they took
that definitely hurts the
what a
goalie.
smart play by
that
Mackey.
definitely hurt the goalie very much, and it was Mackey.
Yeah, that was a smart play where goalie unable to react on there in time to get rid of it or possibly just jump on it. And Mikey was actually the guy that scored there for the Eagles. He's got 3. He's got a hat trick there for the Eagles. So he's got 3 of the 4 goals. That's keeping them in it. Anybody's game at this point, 4-4, heading into the third period. We got a tie game here on the bottom as well. Will we get possibly overtime? It's 3-3 Ducks and Whalers. Final seconds of the third period.
Definitely seeing an overtime game in this playoffs. It's more exciting. It's more thrilling because it could tie the series or it could take the series lead.
Listen,
or they could continue on the series lead.
We were expecting a lot of good games like this that we're seeing here tonight. I mean, you look at the standings, how the season ended. Everybody was so damn close. I mean, the parity in this league is great. I mean, I've seen other leagues and stuff. You see like a first or second place team like just dominating the whole season. Not here. Not in the GCHL. I mean, that parity, everybody had like 60 or like 1 point behind each other. And we're getting these tight games. We got a 3-3 game here. We got a 4-4 over there in the Eagles. And we got a 1-goal game here on the Rockies game. So 3 games that possibly we may even get overtime.
Definitely, and there's 10 seconds remaining in that third period, so this might go to overtime unless the Whalers or the Ducks can get a goal very late. And it seems like not. We are going to overtime.
We're getting overtime here on opening night of the playoffs here in Game 2. And look at those shots, though. Whalers, 22 shots on net on the Ducks.
Ooh, that can't hurt, especially since this is a tie game. That hurts to know that you've had the majority of the shots, the majority of time on attack, and you still cannot take that lead.
Plus, what's hurting that 0-4-4 on the power play. So, this game, yes, I agree. Whalers, but the Ducks goaltender there, keeping them in it here in overtime.
If 2 goals, by the way, the Quakers break that Golden Seal shutout, and the Battalion take the lead. Cherry with the goal for the Battalion.
That's a.k.a. Spitz, who, remember, got the game winner for the Battalion Game 1. He gives them the lead here in Game 2. Late in this game, we're here in third period. Will he have another game winner? If the score remains the same, he will. Right now, 5-4 Battalion. Still a lot of time, though, left in the third period.
We are entering overtime over there in the bottom left. And who do you think could win this in overtime?
Oh, man.
And better yet, who do you think would be the player of these 2 games? The player of the series.
I'm hoping the Ducks win it here just because, I mean, their goalie's playing out of their mind there, man. I mean, the number of saves he has here, is it 19 saves in this game? plus including this overtime. But I don't know. I mean, the Whalers have been able to bounce back in this game. Have not led in this game at all, though. The Ducks led all 3 times. So I don't know. I think maybe the Ducks close it out here, tie this series up 1-1. And
Power play
if
over
I'm
there in the
going,
Seals game, and
I think Kuzi gets
we
the
do we
game
have
winner.
the I believe that would be I believe it was either Buff or Heisman that scored the game winner for the Whalers, but for the other games, the Rockies, we have no clue who scored that one goal. But for the Battalion, St. Louis game, we know who scored that goal. That would be Spitz.
But the Eagles tied it, man. 5-5. What a back and forth series there, man. Come up to the 8-minute mark.
10 goals combined
That's
between
a
the
lot.
two teams.
That's a lot of.
That is a lot of goals. That is actually, I think they might have surpassed the mark of the Seals.
Not a good night
But
for a
that
goaltender
was
in that
10,
game.
that was
But
about 11 goals in that first game and 6 goals in the second game for the Golden Seals. So that series definitely has the most goals. But I think the second most would definitely go to the St. Louis Toronto series.
and I got to go back to that goal in that closing seconds of that second period that Mackey scored because right now St. Louis could have the lead if that goal had not taken place. It's just an unfortunate play there. Could not get the puck out of their zone. Led to a Battalion goal. But it's still tied. Tied 5-5. 4 minutes remaining here. I think the next goal is going to win it. If whoever gets the next goal, I think is going to take it here. Will it be in regulation? Or will we get another
Or will it be in
overtime game?
overtime?
And we do have an OT winner. It's the Ducks.
The Ducks tie this series up at 1, and who scores? Who scored?
Don't have the final tally here yet. We'll see if that comes up on the screen. But the Ducks, what a battle here against the Whalers. And that's Wilksey, the OT hero right there.
The game winner.
Right off the
Amazing fight by the Ducks. Besides being outshot and outplayed overall, they won this game. That is impressive.
Yeah, they definitely stole this game on here. And that's what was that Bergeron in that there for the Ducks? What a tremendous!
Believe so.
Wow, what a 20 saves in that game. I know Wilkesy got the OT winner, but you got to give it to Bergeron, man. I mean, huge performance here. Game 1 it was all Whalers on there. This game could have easily been like a 5-3 game or like a 6-3 game, but Bergeron keeping his team in it and getting the win.
6-5 by the Eagles. A very late goal in
With
the third period.
51.3, and I think that was shorthanded. Big
was
D.
Shorthanded.
Big D stepping
Oh
up,
no,
man.
this is not Big Daddy O with that goal.
King Natsu
And
with the assist.
that is not looking good for the Battalion.
Oh man. Can the Battalion come back again here to try to tie this game up? What a huge goal. Big D. Can they tie up the series here? Look at the hits. 20-1. Wow.
Oof.
Eagles definitely
But the hits over there in that Atlanta Rockies game, 25-7.
But remember, Battalions still have the power play, though, here. Got about like 40 seconds remaining on the man advantage. So the entire period here, they'll have the man advantage. I don't know if they're going to pull their goaltender, do a 6-on-4, maybe. 19 seconds remains. Can the Eagles
Good save by the Eagles goaltender there.
hold on and try to tie this series up? Ooh, what a pass. What a goal with 10.8 seconds to go. This game
The crowd
is not
is
over.
going wild. Holy.
And I think that was Geezer with the goal for the Battalion.
And I'm saying we're going to OT. I do not think that one of these teams can score in 10 goals in the 10 seconds that we have left.
Geezer buried that goal, but it was Spitz that made that play happen there. And then made the assist on that goal.
The Rockies are running away with the game. I was about to ask you, could you think the Thrashers can make a comeback and to send this game to OT? But there's 51 seconds left, and it's a 3-1 lead for the Rockies.
Not after that goal. That was a big goal in a game like that. That's Frisch Mania with his second goal of the game.
Okay, so we know that the Seals have taken a 2-0 series lead over the Quakers over there, as it is an 8-1 game.
A one game,
Uh,
and this one's
Technically you would call mercy, but there's 11 seconds left, so there's no need to be a sore loser like that.
and you know what this
You just
one's
take that loss in regulation.
this one's almost over here as well. So once this I think there's like final seconds left here. Once this closes out, I'm gonna put that overtime game in full screen, in the big screen on here because
Definitely.
everything else is done.
I am interested.
Who do
I'm
you know,
intrigued to see.
Let's put a. I'm gonna put a prediction poll on here. Final prediction of the night. Who's winning overtime? Who's gonna win?
Seals take the 2-0 series lead, and the Ducks have a 1-1. Ducks forced a 1-1 tied series, so that means we'll have a game 5, Hollywood.
We definitely will. We'll see you guys Sunday night, regardless of the outcome tomorrow, Thursday. Right now, I'm putting a wager 1 minute on there. Who wins this final game? It's going to overtime. Battalion and Eagles all tied up after Battalion scoring with 10 seconds remaining.
It's time to full screen that game, as the Rockies have closed out that game. Taking a 2-0 series lead.
So here's our final game of the evening here. I want to thank everybody tuning in on this multi-stream action of the playoffs. Once again, me and Droid will be here throughout the entire playoffs. We'll try to bring every game, every moment, every period here for you guys of this Season 5 playoffs, which so far here, night 1, looking real good. A lot of impressive wins, a lot of come from behind. Couple overtime games, and the one we're seeing here.
Oh no, a costly penalty for the Battalion and a power play in the overtime period. That could
huge.
cost.
That's huge because we just saw what happened with the Battalion team. They were able to tie this game up on their last power play. Eagles have a chance here.
But the Eagles are 0 for 3 on their power play so far this game.
That's not good. I think they're better shorthanded than they are on the power
play.
They got a shorthanded goal here tonight. But
nice tip by the Eagles.
Eagles able to clear
again with
it out.
how both these teams are playing a 6-6 game, 12 goals in total. This has definitely been a very good game and a very good series so far.
Omaha play, and it works.
And it's a goal! The Battalion will win it 7-6, taking a 2-0 series lead.
On the PK there, the Battalion team just throwing the puck down, a big Omaha play.
A shorthanded game winner.
Just to dump it off on there, and it works. It pays off. The stream ended on that, so I don't know who scored that, who got the OT winner, but it's the Battalion. So Battalion will go up 2-0 right now in the series. Let me pull up the brackets on here. So I'll have these updated tonight as well. So the Seals are going to be up 2-0 against the Seals, against the Quakers. Ducks and Whalers are all tied 1-1. Rockies have the 2-0. And right now, Battalion lead 2-0 against the Eagles. And that's huge.
It seems like the only series we have here is definitely going to be one to watch is the Mighty Ducks Whalers series, as that series is currently at 1-1, and so far it's the only series that we know will have a game 5.
Well, this Battalion Eagles game, the Eagles could have easily be up 2-0 in this. They blew the 3-1 lead in the third in that game 1. And they had this game, 10 seconds remaining. All they had to do was prevent Battalion from scoring, and they weren't able to do so in both of the games. And they find themselves down 2-0, and that's huge because it's games that you could have closed out, that you could have won on there. You led the game late in the game there, and now it's gonna be tough for them to bounce back. I don't think they will be able to do it. We'll see what happens on Thursday night. Rockies, listen, Thrashers are making these competitive games, though. I'll give them that. They're keeping the scores low on there, but the Rockies found a way to win both of them. 1-0 game 1, 3-1 their game number 2. And that Ducks and Whalers too. I mean, Whalers could easily be up 2-0 in this series, but had it not been for the Ducks goaltender keeping them in it there, Bergeron, and then getting that big OT win for the Ducks, I think really has changed this series around. We'll see what happens night 2. Thursday night. Make sure you guys tune in. Once again, it's Mr. Hollywood here, aka Jim Flanagan, and I'm here with Droid. We'll be here throughout this playoffs, season 5. Right now, it's looking out real great here after night 1. We'll see what happens for night number 2. Thank everybody there tuning in for this broadcast. Let us know what you think below on the video. If you guys have any comments, questions, let us know. Any ideas. We're always looking to try to improve the show here as well. And I want to thank the streamers, number one, providing it. Hopefully Thursday night, if you guys could do the same. Let's get all 4 series on here. Once again, me and Droid will give you guys all the play-by-play update, all the scores, what's happening right here. All the streams on one channel for you guys on the multi-stream. Droid, any final
end it
words
off
before
here,
we close it out?
Yeah, I actually have a final question for you, Hollywood.
What's up, brother?
What series do you think was the most entertaining tonight?
Oh man, I gotta go with that Eagles, man. The Eagles battalion. There were so many times where I'm thinking like, Eagles got this, man. But then no, here it comes. It's a series that came back and forth. We had numerous lead changes happening. But that definitely was exciting. But so was the Ducks. I know game 1 they got beat pretty bad there. But they've made this into a series now. It's a 1-1 series, and like you mentioned, there'll definitely be a Sunday night in that one. So and as expected, it was number 4 against number 5. So I expected this to be a close series, possibly go 6 or 7. We'll see what happens on Thursday night. Droid, thank you. Thanks, brother, for doing the dual commentary here with me. I always appreciate it. Always great to have another guy here with me. And we always open the booth as well. Anybody that wants to join in, whether it's pre-game, post-game, in between the games, or throughout the games, you want to come in on the show, the booth is open. We leave it open. It's not a private one, so you just have to enter there. Just make sure your mic's working when you hop in. I'll see you guys Thursday night. Have a good night, everybody.